I'm ranked. Yeah. They.
Today, I'm going to tell you two stories that highlight how the world around us, and even our own eyes, can play tricks on us. Sometimes what people see is not what's really going on at all. But once people have convinced themselves of something, it can be very hard for them to change their minds. And as you'll see today, sometimes that can lead people into deadly situations. But before we get into today's stories, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered in story format, then you've come to the right place because that's all we do, and we upload 2, 3, even 4 times a week. So, if that's of interest to you,
Oh.
please offer to, for free,
Sipping that cocaine and drink. Taking these and go don't sleep. Fucking these little bitty freak. Yeah.
The work of getting your body right. You've done the work of networking, failing, trying better, failing again, and now you've gone into the second phase of life. You should have been promoted 2 or 3, at least 3 times by 40. By 40, you should have been promoted at least 3 times. And sometimes you may have to move companies to move up. You should have moved up at least 3 times. This is when you should be at the director phase of life, the regional manager, vice president. You are ready to win.
Yeah.
This is the phase of life to where you take no prisoners. And this is the phase of life where guys got to become more and more aware, because this is the phase of life where
I'm a PhD.
lose. They can no longer ride on the fact that black don't crack and they still look like they're hot enough to get in the club. I know so many women who are 35 plus who, when you look at their bodies, they are beautiful, but you touch them and they're soft. They work out, but it's not firm, it's not tight like it used to be. Because gravity and time is the same on all of us. And why is this important? Because you need to understand at age 40, your mindset needs to remember at age 20 how you had to eat shit. Because so many women will be coming along your way who had nothing for you back in the day when you were beta. Yeah, back in the day when they had nothing for you and they hit you with the,
Hey, big head.
hey, big head. And you're like, don't diss them. Don't be mean to them. Hell, talk to them, pick their brain, work with them if possible. If you won't, dust a few of them off. But by no means do you get involved with them. Shout out to Minister Jap. He has a phrase that I'm going to take. He says, "You're too old to mold." There used to be a brother running around the Manosphere, on the Manosphere Street talking about, he doesn't deal with women over 25. I think that's a bit young. But the general sentiment is, if you are a woman and you are cute, pretty, beautiful, and or gorgeous, that's 6, 8, 9, and or 10, and you have never been married, there's something wrong with her. 100% of the time, there is something wrong with her. She might be feminine. She is likely beautiful. She may say all the right things, but but somewhere there is a flaw in her mindset. And those are the women who are going to start coming out of the woodwork. These are the women who I talk to with the most to try, because they're really trying to understand, how do I correct this behavior? I didn't hear this information growing up. I didn't see it growing up. But look, I have mismanaged my prime years, and I'm trying to salvage it. They're freezing eggs. They're taking all kind of tests. And here's the thing: I don't begrudge them any of this stuff, except one problem. They're dating in their late 30s, like they're in their 20s. And you can't do that. And see, so many guys in their late 30s, you know, when we're getting the time where it's time to start waiting, guys are like, you know what? Well, you know what? It's time for me to go ahead and decide to settle down. But you don't settle down with these
What up,
women,
Tristan?
You don't settle down with these
Appreciate
women.
the love, bro.
Why don't you settle down with these women? Because they'll ruin you. They'll ruin you.
Like and subscribe,
Their
jeez.
software, their mindset is what you're going to deal with. Remember, you don't deal with a woman's what comes out of her mouth. You deal with her actions, and her mindset will tell you everything you need to know. Her mindset is modern
Thank you,
woman.
brother. What you on
I
tonight?
don't care what they say. Her mindset
Me?
is modern woman.
I'm just
And
chilling.
a lot of women get mad at me for saying that because
Kevin
a lot of
Samuels.
women think that they are traditional women, but no, they're not. They're not traditional women because there's no way you could get to be a traditional woman and
Me
you're
neither.
still single into your 30s. None. No way. No way you could have been a traditional woman and got to be single. Especially if you have the cute, pretty, beautiful, and or gorgeous. Because guess, they've had men come by. They've had single men come by. They've had relationships. Many of them have been engaged. But you know how many women that you'll find at this age who, well, if they're honest with you, they'll tell you, I've had opportunities, but it's always something. You know what it tends to be? It's their job. It's anything. It's not being able to follow men. So why are men winning in this area of life? Because
you were nothing but a dirty, stinking, low-down hyena.
Because there are a lot of women that got the hyena mind. They got the hyena mindset at this time, at phase of life. And the most important thing you can do is understand that that's who they are. Don't get mad at
Thank you,
them.
bro.
Just avoid
I appreciate
them.
that.
Because there is nothing
sure.
you can do
Where you from?
with the hyena.
Kevin Samuels' last laugh. I said live, not laugh, motherfucker. Wow, that sounded like that. The U.S.
The Tonight Show.
Fuck.
Today, who are every bit, danger zone. 27 to 35, when a woman needs to focus like a laser on the outcome she wants, as far as the when you ask women who are in their mid to late 30s, even in their early 40s,
What time is it for you? It's 1 a.m., bro.
I'm master, but can you cook?
I don't need a cookbook.
And they got their PhD and everything else. They don't have a cookbook, but they damn sure do have a cookbook. All right, what is the one thing you tend to hear? Some sort of, well, I'm doing what I'm doing right now, and I'm in a waiting position. I'm waiting for, God to send that man to me. I'm holding out. So I'm going to go num num you ring till that man comes along. Why are so many modern holding out? What are you holding
shit.
out for?
Yeah, I'm in VA,
Whatever
bro.
it is, ladies, it ain't working.
I'm in
And the
Virginia.
net result of it is you become a party of one. Modern woman, party of one. Your table's ready. What do you mean a party of one? They become a party of one. Because as your friends who actually decided, you know what, I'm going to be a teacher or an accountant or whatever, I'm not going to make enough money to pay for my life.
Have you heard that?
Social nurse here with a health promotion tip. By now, many of you have seen the reports, the media articles informing readers that Kevin Samuels had hypertension, high blood pressure, and was prescribed a medication named atenolol, which is a beta blocker. Kevin Samuels often sat in front of the camera drinking a caffeinated energy drink that we all are probably familiar with. When you have high blood pressure, when you're on medications such as beta blockers, atenolol, for example,
All right, my G.
caffeine
Appreciate you stopping by.
makes the
Much
medication
love.
less effective. It compromises.
Now, more Virginians have a path to retirement. RetirePath is a simple solution for a Virginia employer.
Have you heard that Kevin Samuels is dead?
All right, so Kevin Samuels' cause of death was reportedly hypertension per a report from TMZ.
Rest in peace to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace.
What caused the death of Kevin Samuels, and what lessons can be learned? Although YouTuber Kevin Samuels may have been controversial to some, his sudden passing was a shock to all. That being said, there are still some unanswered medical questions, and today we will explore them. Welcome. I'm Dr. Dre, board-certified internal medicine doctor. Today, I wanted to do something a little bit different. Obviously, we're discussing the topic of Kevin Samuels and his death. I'm going to explore his medical history and potential underlying cause of death. I will provide a clear and unbiased look at the medical facts. I do think that there is lessons to be learned here that everyone can take away from. And in this discussion, we'll find out a lot. So let's dive in. So let's start at the end. We know that Kevin Samuels passed on May 6, 2022. His reported cause of death by the media was hypertension. However, this is inaccurate since hypertension is not a direct cause of death. It is a risk factor that contributes to a cause of death. Hypertension, yes, can lead to stroke. It can lead
Davon,
to
what it
heart
do?
enlargement, heart failure,
My
kidney
guy.
disease, kidney failure. But again, hypertension is not a cause of death. Alone, it is not a cause. Now, do you know that Kevin Samuels was prescribed a drug, atenolol? It belongs to a class of medications called beta blockers. Now, can beta blockers be used to treat hypertension? Yes, but that's not the full story. One of the things you need to know is that beta blockers are not considered first-line antihypertensive medications. So in other words, it is not something that your doctor would first pick up and give for your treatment of hypertension. First-line antihypertensives include angiotensin receptor blockers, ACE inhibitors, calcium channel blockers, and diuretics. Moreover, the first-line antihypertensives that are preferred to use in African Americans and blacks are diuretics and calcium channel blockers. So, then that being said, what's the deal with this beta blocker, atenolol? Well, what are the indications for this medication? Well, it's used in coronary artery disease, myocardial infarction, heart attacks. It's used in arrhythmias, abnormal heartbeats, and it's used as an additive antihypertensive medication. So it's added to other hypertensive medications in certain conditions. I cannot say that Kevin Samuels had one of the diseases I just listed, but I can just tell you what the medication is and what it's used for. But keep that in mind when I come back to this medication. Now, the death of any popular figure is always shrouded in rumor and speculation. This was
Yeah, I thought I had a ball of yak.
Red Bulls, fuck that boy up. Damn.
Talking this with King Yellow.
Let's see. Let's see.
That nigga was going hard with the Red Bulls. Damn. UK. Davon from Milwaukee. That's funny. Good news. Good music. Everybody wanna be chosen, but they ain't put the work in. All the options, nigga. I put you.
What's going on? It's your boy, Big Gucci Skateball, back with another episode of Skateball Uncut, where you got real life people, real life problems, real life.
Man, shut your goofy ass up.
Holy, don't want to look. I don't want to look. Alright, mango.
Man, tracks pregnant wife to her home care job.
This one's for a couple.
And kills. Moschino airs out Beanie Siegel. How police capture the killer soldier. Charleston White laughs at say cheese.
Gosh. Yourself to a mama here.